Hello, it's the Cryo Lady. So today I'm going to be making Moroccan inspired meatballs. I'm a bit pink in the face because it's very hot outside and I have been working in my garden. So as you can see there, I've been doing a lot of stuff. So anyway, I'm going to show you how to make very easy meatballs that you don't actually have to stand over the hob for frying them, because you bake these ones in the oven. Yes, you do. So to start off with, you're going to get your meat. Now I'm actually using a combination of things that I had in my freezer. So I've got redefined pulled beef. This is actually a vegan meat. Okay. I've got some organic lamb mince. And I also have some lamb kofta mix. This is from Redefined Meat, as is the pulled beef one, alright? I'm just using a combination. I need to use these up. But you can basically, you know, depending on how, I'm making this for 5 people, so I've got all of this. If you're just making them for like 2 or 3 people, you just might need one biggish pack of mince of whatever kind you want. 1 onion. I'm going to blitz this in my blender. I've also got 4 cloves of garlic. Now the trick to peeling garlic, if you didn't know it, is to get your garlic clove, put a large knife on it like that and just give it a bash, because that way when you just cut the end off it, it peels pretty easily. It's a lot easier than if I didn't probably bash this quite enough, but it still peels very easily, much easier. Before I blitz my onion, what I'm just going to do is just cut it into largest chunks. But before I do that, I am going to do my breadcrumbs. So I've got some slices of bread, which I'm going to put into here. These mini blitzers are very good. It saves you getting the big one out. I've got a big one, big food processor, but I don't really want to get all of that out. This is quicker to clean. You just got to make sure that it's charged, this one, because unfortunately this is a KitchenAid one. With a lot of others, you can actually, this is, I say, a fault of this one, but with a lot of others, what you can do is use it whilst it's on charge. You can't do that with this, which is very annoying, I find. I think it's a design fault. Well, I'm just blending this up just to reduce it into breadcrumbs. So that should do. I'm going to take it out, put it into my big silver bowl here. So next up is my onion and garlic cloves. 4 garlic cloves, 1 onion. As you can see, that's far easier than chopping it up, and that's going to go in the bowl as well. So basically, these meatballs, I mean, honestly, look how quick that's done. You'd have to spend, you see sort of chefs making meatballs and other people on Facebook, YouTube and all of that, slaving away over a chopping board. I mean, there's absolutely no need. You can get these mini blenders. They're kind of like a mini blender bowl with a stick blender, and you can get them for about, I don't know, £15. It's well worth it. The other thing that I had in my fridge, which I needed to use up, is this, I love this. It's a French sausage. It's called saucisson sec. You can get it in most supermarkets. You don't have to use this, but I'm using this up in it I'm going to mince it up in here. So the other thing that I'm going to put in my food processor is this. It's Parmesan Reggiano. Just Parmesan cheese. You use whatever you like. I've got organic. You don't have to use that. Just buy a cheap hard cheese from the supermarket. I just put a sort of that size. I'm going to cut it up a little bit and it's going in there. So that just goes in there. As you can see, perfectly minced up. Why literally spend ages chopping these things up finally when you can do it in one of these? I mean, I just like to do easy recipes, don't you? I've been cooking for like so many years, I don't even know. I've been cooking since I was like, for family, since I was maybe, you know, 20. I'm now 59, so work that out. So I like my mince to be very smooth when it's in a meatball. So at the moment it's kind of like that, you know, like ordinary mince. So I'm going to blitz that down. Next, I am going to add 2 eggs. I'm going to add some tropical sun. So I've added a teaspoon of tropical sun. I'm going to add a good couple of teaspoons of black pepper because I love it. We all love it. I'm going to add some salt. I just happen to have this. I picked it up in, I think it's Home Bargains, but any salt, I don't really care. Then you're just gonna get your hands in there, mix it all together. If the mixture is a bit too dry for your liking, you can add a bit of milk or water. And I might possibly add some a little bit of oil into this as well. We'll see. So I am going to add a little bit of olive oil into this because it just makes it a bit juicier, you know. So maybe, I don't know, 2 good tablespoons into this. I've also added some seasoning into it, some spice mix, which I brought home from Greece. But honestly, you can use anything. If you wanted sort of Indian style meatballs, then you could just use some curry powder would be absolutely fine. You know, a couple of tablespoons, good tablespoons of curry powder. Don't be shy with the spices, that's what I say. Or if you're Italian, you could use oregano or, you know, Italian herbs like basil, that kind of thing. Dried stuff, obviously. If you wanted to keep it sort of more English and plain, you know, you don't have to add anything at all, just plenty of salt and pepper, really. But also, if you use things like thyme, thyme and rosemary, don't go so heavy-handed on this. They're quite strong herbs. So I'm going to mix this all together. So this is how I do my meatballs, okay? I'm looking for something really that's just perhaps a bit bigger. I'll just roll them in your hands. That helps to get them into a good shape, okay? That sort of shape. Do one more for you. Okay. So I'm going to keep on doing this. Now what I'll be serving this with this evening is I decided to buy this. It's a Moroccan style meatball tagine sauce and I've got 2 jars of this. It was on Nectar Price on offer in Sainsbury's, I think, for £2 a jar. So I thought I'd try these out and see what it's like. Anyway, I'll get on. So there's all my meatballs. I got quite a lot of them. That's plenty to feed everybody and more. There'll be some left over. So I'm going to put these in the oven at 180 degrees and I'm probably going to cook them for about 30 minutes. They don't really take that long, 35 minutes. And I'll show you how I'll do the rice and grains that go with it.